Hi guys, and welcome to an unboxing video. This one is for Once Upon a Book Club, and this is the adult version. They also do YA, and they now do middle grade as well. Now, the last time I checked, they do ship internationally. Obviously, I think there was one place that I noticed that they did not ship to, but they do ship outside of the US. This is a US-based company, and this arrived today. It is 6:50 p.m. on February 2nd, and this box just arrived today. So I think this is the January box. So I have cut the tape to open it, and as you can see, that's what it looks like. So I will save this for later. Now I do see, I'll just save it for later because that map is pretty interesting. So the book is right on top, and it has a bookmark sitting in here. Hang on. Okay, so it's a little, just a kind of a cheapy key paper bookmark with a tassel. It is cute, but it is very, very flimsy. This will tear very easily. So, you know, but it's cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the book, and then I will tell you what the gifts are in here. It looks like there are 3 gifts. So the book is Her Sister's Death, and this is by K.L. Murphy. The edges are gold. The back says, "The dead tell no tales until they do." And here are the end papers. Same on the back. And this is gorgeous. So here it is without the dust jacket. So it's gold foiled. It is the door hanger that says Her Sister's Death. The spine, just the title and the author. So Her Sister's Death by K.L. Murphy. And the back is a key with a tassel on it. So it's like that bookmark. So that's pretty cool. All right, let me put the dust jacket back on. This, let's see, that's the acknowledgements. Now there, obviously I can tell you right off, this is going to have domestic violence in it because there is a hotline for the National Domestic Violence. So it's the National Domestic Violence Hotline, as well as an International Shelter Resources. There's an organization at the back of the book. So that tells me right off. Oh, as well as suicide. It has the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, the Resource Center, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention website, and International Suicide Hotlines. It tells you, gives you the website that you can go and get the phone numbers. This book is 314 pages, and let's see. Cat Books. So that is the publisher. And let's tell you the synopsis. It says, "She wanted the truth. She should have known better. When her sister is found dead in a Baltimore hotel room, reporter Val Ritter's world is turned upside down. An empty pill bottle at the scene leads the police to believe the cause of death is suicide. With little more than her own conviction, Sal teams up with Terry Martin, a retired detective who has his own personal interest in the case, to prove..." That's the capitals and punctuations are just a little weird here. Anyway, okay, moving on. "To prove that something more sinister is possible." So that's why Martin he wants to basically prove that something's more sinister is possible. Okay, in 1921, Bridget Wallace, a guest on the brink of womanhood, is getting ready to marry an eligible older man. Oh, With the white on the black on this, the way this font is, the commas look like periods, but it's actually a comma. That's what was throwing me off. So I'm like, why aren't these other things, it's a whole new sentence. Why is there no capitalized? It's just my own thing. Okay, moving on with the synopsis. Let's see. She's getting ready to marry an eligible older man, but what seems like a comfortable match soon takes a dark turn. Does the illustrious history of the stately Franklin Hotel hide another lesser-known history of death? So, death in a hotel. It looks like these chapters are fairly short. Well, some of them might be a little longer, but obviously with what I saw in the back, you're going to, right off the bat, have trigger warnings for suicide and domestic violence. So this might be something to avoid if either of those are particularly bothering to you. But I think this sounds pretty good. So, and it's a beautiful edition. All right, let's go ahead and open the gifts. Okay, looks like there are 3 gifts to open. And I opened these because I just can't store these in the boxes all unopened until I get to them. I just can't do that. I don't have the capacity to do so. So I open it. So this goes to page 81. I'm guessing this is the January. This is a calendar. It's a wall calendar. It's Art Deco 2023 calendar by Once Upon a Book Club. All right, let's take a look. It says, okay, so here is the art for January. February. This will be easier to hold it this way. Okay. March. April. Not quite. Oh, it looks like it's an older man. Oh, that looks like that's Gulliver's Travels. Because it's a man, but then there's these little people. You can't really see him very well, but there are little people around him. So I think that's an homage to Gulliver's Travels. That's the only one I'm recognizing so far. And that was April. And here's May. It's a woman on a turtle. Get that out of the way. There we go. June. They're under the sea, so maybe like a Little Mermaid homage. Who knows? Here is July. August. September. October has a dragon. And a dragon slayer, it looks like. November. And this, let's see. Does it have like a notes page? No, it's just blank. Okay, good. And December. So that's nice. Honestly, this probably would have been better had it come at the start of January, because I imagine a lot of people already have their calendars for the year, but if you're not happy with what you got as far as what you went out and bought, there's another option. So yeah, so that's good. Okay. All right, moving on to page 108. It's in this cardboard container. Oh, it's a wall hanging. Now, let me fluff up. Oh, and let's see. Let's fluff up the bow a little bit. It says, "Do not enter. Recovering from a book hangover." And it just has some rope. There it is. I know where I'll hang this. I'll put this in my office, and I can either like have it so it hangs so that's longer, or just a little shorter. But do not enter. Recovering from a book hangover. I like this. Okay. I have the perfect spot in my office for that. So I will definitely use that. Okay, and the last thing in here comes in a little pouch. This one says to open it on page 131. So that's just what this one looks like. Let's take a look. Looks like a matchbook. Oh, book paper clips. So the quote on the back of this one says, "He picks up a paper clip and twists it into something unrecognizable." So it's like a matchbox. It just opens like that. And there's rose gold and gold paper clips inside. So, and this is what they look like. There you go. That's the gold one, and the rose gold is exactly the same. It's just a little bit of a different, obviously it's just a different color. So there you go. So paper clips in the shape of a book. That is pretty cute. I don't know if I'll get use out of these, but they're cute. Maybe in the future. So those are the gifts. So you have the paper clips, the calendar, and the wall hanging. And then, let me grab. And then the book. And then the book had this bookmark. That's the key. That's pretty flimsy, but, you know, that's fine. Okay, now I'm going to bust into this little packet. And let's take a look and see what's in here. Okay, so right off we have a signed book plate. So I'll put this in the book. And then there is a bookmark that says, "May she be forever loved for who she is." And then the back is just saying, "Hey, open the gift when you get to the specified page when you're reading the book." But I don't do that. That just doesn't work for me. But anyway, it's a bookmark. And then here is a print that says, "May she be forever loved for who she is." So the same as on the bookmark, except you get a larger print version of that. And then there's a letter on the back. Looks like it's a letter from the author. And I'm pretty sure now that this is the January box because it does say Happy New Year. So, and so here, and then they always come with a little pamphlet. So this one says Book Club Kit. They always give a hint. So they don't tell you what the book is, but they will give you a hint. You go to Once Upon a Book Club and it'll say, you know, you can check out the adult, the YA, and now even in the middle grade, you can check out what the hint is for the month. And they do have an option to where you can send them a notice and it'll tell you on the website, so like an email or something, if you want to know what the book is. Otherwise, you can just wait and be surprised. So this is the little booklet. So there's the cover, and then they have the first page here. I'm just going to fold it over. Is a conversation with the author. So they just ask a few questions, and then the author, of course, answers. And then they have discussion questions. So if you read this for a book club, it has some suggestions for questions that you can do. It gives you all their social media, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And it tells you, now they'll do on their Instagrams, they'll do like a live unboxing, so you can always wait for that. So that's the inside of the pamphlet, and then the outside of this pamphlet is a map of the United States, or of the continental United States. I don't even see Hawaii on this. But it says Map of America's Haunted Hotels. And there are 12. So there's one in, okay, so these are the 12 that are listed. I'll just tell you the hotels. The Stanley Hotel in Colorado, the Hollywood Roosevelt in California, the Omni Parker House in Massachusetts, 1886 Crescent Hotel and Spa in Arkansas, the Don Caesar in Florida, Jekyll Island Club Resort in Georgia, the Equinox in Vermont, the Pfister Hotel in Wisconsin, Emily Morgan Hotel in Texas, La Fonda on the Plaza in New Mexico, the Marshall House in Georgia, that's the second one for Georgia, and the Omni Shoreham Hotel in DC. So, yep. And that's all that says. I do wish there was a little bit more information about these, but at least it tells you the state and the name of the hotel. So if you do want to learn more information about that, you can definitely do a Google search or a Bing search, whatever your search engine is that you use, and look up more information about that. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, that is the unboxing for the January Once Upon a Book Club. The other thing I wish that Once Upon a Book Club did is that it would confirm the month, at least on this packet or on this pamphlet. I wish it would confirm that in case there's shipping delays and then you get confused. I do wish it would say January 2023 or something like that. It just says 2023. So it's like, I know I've got the right year, but it would be nice to double check to make sure I've got the right month. But I'm assuming it's January because the letter from the author says Happy New Year, and then we also have the wall calendar for 2023. So that is it. Let me know if you subscribe to Once Upon a Book Club, and if you do the middle grade, young adult, or the adult box. I will have the website listed in the description box so you can check it out. Again, they do ship internationally, so they do ship outside of the United States, and then that way, if this is something that you're interested in, you can definitely check to see what the shipping rates and all of that would be. I've mentioned this before. What I like about Once Upon a Book Club is these gifts are curated to the story. So as I read this book, once I do get to her sister's death, as I read this, I will remember what I got in the box, and then when it comes to the scene, I'll be like, okay, getting the calendar made sense, because it could be that the character is planning their work schedule or something, just as an example, and so you get a calendar. Maybe they needed a do not disturb sign, so they made a bookish one in this particular case. Maybe the person works at the desk and had to paperclip some stuff together. So you get the idea. The gifts are curated specifically for the story. It's not a bunch of fandom stuff where you might not be interested in that particular fandom or have read any of the books. It's curated specifically to what the character is, or characters are, if there's more than one character, what they're doing in the book. So for me, that makes that much more special. And so Once Upon a Book Club is my favorite service to do that. And I love that they're doing at least the adult ones in the special editions. So let me know also if you have read this book or anything else by this author. I don't know if this author has written any other books, but I will definitely check it out. And let's actually look. Let me actually, before I let you go, read the author bio here on the flap. It says, K.L. Murphy is also the author, so she's written other work. It says K.L. Murphy is also the author of the Detective Cancini mystery series, A Guilty Mind, State of Execution, and The Last Sin. Her short stories are featured in the anthologies Deadly Southern Charm, Burn, and Murder by the Glass, Ever Us. I think those are the 2 short stories that she wrote. She is a member of the Mystery Writers of America, International Thriller Writers, Sisters in Crime, James River Writers, and Historical Writers of America. KL makes her home in Richmond, Virginia, and when she's not writing, she loves to read, entertain friends, catch up on everything she's ignored, and always walk her amazing dogs. So there you go. So that is just a little bit about the author K.L. Murphy. So again, definitely, since I now know that she has written other works, let me know if you've read anything else by this author. And until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book. And I'll talk to you later.